morning. My name is Josh Alamani. I'm the Director of Products for Rose Brand, and we are debuting a new line of products here at LDI 2016. We formed a partnership with a Danish company, Wahlberg Motion Design, to introduce a line of DMX controllable winches and automation. The product line is made up of a family of 7 winches. They are very cleverly called Winch 1, Winch 5, Winch 10, 25 and 50, and those numbers correspond to the load capacity of the winches in kilograms. So this little winch here has a 2.2 pound, a 1 kilo load rating, a 5 kilo, which is 11 pounds, 22 pounds, 55 pounds, and 100 pound load rating. The product line is really intended for small decor applications, really spotline rigging or anywhere where you might otherwise want a person in the wings pulling on a piece of trick line. They are not designed to replace or compete with scenery automation. We really thought that this was a niche application for areas where a technical director needed to automate something, and the convenience of putting it through a DMX console was really of primary concern. A couple of the features that make it very nice for use in theater and live events. These smaller winches are all 120 volts, so very easy to use just by plugging into the wall. They have a 2mm aircraft cable, so they're lightweight. They use 6 channels or 7 channels of DMX, depending on the device, but primarily it's 1 channel for position and 1 channel for speed. So it's very, very easy to program for almost anybody. And of course, the DMX console is easy for most people to use. There is a special winch called the Winch 10 LX. LX stands for electrics, and what you can see here is that instead of being an aircraft cable, it is a special Kevlar jacketed line that has 2 electrical circuits running down the center of it. So out of a single line, you get both lifting capabilities and an electrical circuit. So as you can imagine, things like chandeliers, signs, and almost any other practical is really, really convenient to use with this. The larger winches are the more traditional cage style winch, and they've got a grooved drum. The Winch 25, and what you're seeing here is the 25X2, which gives you 2 lines off of a single drum and a single motor, so that anything that you're hanging stays in orientation and won't spin or rotate. And these winches run on 230 volt and have e-stop capabilities for a little bit of additional security and safety. The same components are used to make 2 other products that I think are useful in scenery and design and building. This is the DMX Scenery Rotator, and it's essentially a mirror ball rotator on steroids, but using the same programming ideas as the winches. This gives you speed and direction control via DMX, but more interestingly, it gives you angular positional control. So channel 1 for position at 0 level is 0 degrees, and channel 1 at 100% is 360 degrees. So you can control exactly where your scenery rotates and stops just by using a position level on the DMX console. The other device that uses the same components is called a track runner. It is essentially a motorized master carrier for EE unibeam. We've modified the unibeam track with electrical bus rails up top and a gear rack loaded into the bottom. If I show you over here, here's a independent carrier, and you can see there's a pinion gear. It's connected to the motor, and that pinion gear drives along the bottom of the EE unibeam, gets power from the bus rails so that this drives completely independently, and uses a wireless DMX transceiver so that you can run up to 9 completely independent motorized carriers on a single length of track. And the last product from Wahlberg that Rose Brand is carrying is called the DMX Roll Drum. What makes it really innovative and novel is that the motor is completely internal to the tube. That makes rigging and installing the roll drum as simple as lifting it out of the crate, connecting it to the truss, feeding it power and DMX, and you're done. So it makes using a roll drum incredibly easy compared to traditional external motor boxes, timing chains, and drive belts. And it can be customized in any length up to 39 feet. So it's really a very versatile product. So we're thrilled to have partnered with Wahlberg Motion Design. We think they've developed a great line of products. And as a little bonus, we did receive an honorable mention in this special effects category from ESTA Dealer's Choice. So at least a few people on the show floor agree with us. Thanks very much, and hope you enjoyed LDI.
Where can people go for more info?
For more info, go to www.rosebrand.com.